Hi, I'm James Wilkinson. I've been a travel editor for over 20 years. On this show, we're going to take you to some of the world's most amazing destinations. From the big cities to the great regional areas. We're going to go inside some of the best hotels, bars, restaurants, and much more. Right now, we're in Los Angeles, and this is Wayfarer. Well, we're just on the 110 now, and the best way I find to get around LA all the time is just in a car, by renting a car. It's such an easier way to get around. We're about to just the 110 is going to take us past Dodger Stadium now and through downtown. And these freeways in LA, you can have a few days or times a day where it's a bit of a nightmare to get around, but with Google and with Waze and all those apps now, you can get around LA so much easier now and be able to navigate away from the traffic. But I love driving in LA. I love driving on the freeways here. We're at the Melrose Trading Post at Fairfax High. It's one of my favourite flea markets in LA. It's on every Sunday from 9 to 5, costs $3 to get in. Here you'll find lots of antiques, arts, crafts, vintage fashion, collectibles, and much more. Let's go and have a look around. Old movie posters. Oh, Ocean's 11 poster. How cool. 1960. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Very cool. We're going to take you behind the scenes in some of the world's most famous hotels, starting right now at the Beverly Hilton. By the pool here, Sandy, and this is one of the best event spaces in LA, really, isn't it?
It really is. We've done some amazing events by the pool.
But it's one of those things that when people come into this hotel, they think, obviously, Golden Globes, but you feel like 5 or 6 events going on that same night. It must be an amazing vibe around this hotel.
The energy at the night of the Golden Globes is just amazing. So we do HBO here, we do NBC on our parking garage roof, we do the In-Style party in our Oasis court, and then of course the big event in the ballroom. I think Drew Barrymore said in the ballroom one time that she's been in our ballroom through her whole life. What I love about the hotel is that we can be so many different things to so many different people. So you can be a tourist and you can come and you can lay by this beautiful pool all day, and then you can go into the lobby and see a red carpet event. So we appeal to that, but then we also appeal on being an exclusive type of thing. So if you want your privacy, if you want to be alone, we can do that as well. We're able to really draw from many different, from corporate, from social, from entertainment, from a lot of different areas, which makes us unique.
Sandy, thanks so much for your time and your great insights into this beautiful hotel.
Thank you.
Well, we just had a great insight then to the hotel from General Manager Sandy Murphy. Now we're going to find out a bit more about the food. We're here at Restaurant Circa 55. We're going to have a chat to the head chef, Al Barrico.
Golden Globes, of course, is the main event for the hotel, but we have also other beautiful events for fundraisers that are very important for us, and other celebration for the local people in Beverly Hilton. And It's a very active hotel.
How big is your team here?
I have a big team. I have like over 140 chefs.
That's a lot to look after.
Yeah, they look after me actually. I'm Italian, we say squadra, we play soccer, we play football, and we like to play all together. What I tell my guys most of the time, I'm nothing without you.
Los Angeles has a notoriously good nightlife scene, including some of the best live music found anywhere in the world. A lot of the action happens here on Sunset Strip, and today we're going to catch up with a mate of mine, Toby Rand, an Aussie musician who's had a lot of success in LA. He's going to show us around some of the top places, including some notorious ones you'll know that are very familiar. Let's go and say hello.
James, how are you, mate?
Always a pleasure. So we're here on Sunset, mate, one of your most notoriously favourite spots anywhere in the world.
Mate, this is where I first came when I moved to America. I'm going to take you through a few of the bars, a few of the rock clubs, and have a little chat about how it all started in this crazy place.
Awesome, mate. Let's go and do it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
All right, buddy.
So we're here at the Rainbow Room, and Toby, one of the most notoriously good places on Sunset, one of your favourite places as well.
This is where rock and roll kind of always is.
Yeah.
If you come to the Rainbow Room, you're always going to find that 80s mentality. One of my favourite musicians of all time, Lemmy, from the band Motorhead, he died not long ago, and they've actually built a monarch for him. He would come here every single day. Don't have to give me an excuse to come down and have a beer here. So right here was the stage, and I remember walking here and seeing members of Van Halen, Mr. Big, and going, we can actually touch our heroes, you know?
Yeah.
The whiskey has been here since like '64. That famous video from Van Halen where the cops had to shut down the whole of Sunset Strip because fans were billowing out the front to try and get in. You know, I think Aerosmith played here a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They announced it the night before.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000 people lining up, you know. And so the whiskey is, I think I was telling you earlier, it's one of those places like every night of the week there'll be 7 bands playing.
Toby, one of the most notorious places on the entire strip for lots of stories.
It was obviously Johnny Depp owned this up until about 2004. Unfortunately, we're actually standing at the place where River Phoenix passed away that notorious night. This is like a nightclub for rock and roll.
And your first gig was in here as well?
It was, mate. 2006, and it was overwhelming. You know, there was crowd surfing, and it always feels good to be here. The day that they close the doors on this, I think there's going to be a riot. You know, hard liquor, a good beer, and a great rock show. That's pretty much what happens here. The strip's never going to die, you know, and it better not.
That's it from us on the Sunset Strip, and I hope you enjoyed our guide to one of LA's most vibrant neighbourhoods. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. On the next episode of Wayfarer, we're in Paris, and this is Wayfarer.